Hello, I'm John, and for my first hike I attempted New Zealand's 3,000 kilometre through hike, Te Araroa. Welcome to day 17 of the Te Araroa Trail. I'm walking away from the farm. We have a severe or orange weather warning today, talking about all sorts of stuff. Heavy rain, hail. Bit of a worry, but I didn't really want to bunker down here, unfortunately. It's still quite far from everything you need. $25 last night. You get a shower, warm shower. You can use the washing machine, use the kitchen. That's well worth 25 bucks. So, you know, it's just those add-ons that, whatever. So, Whananaki is the next goal. I'm actually prepared to hitch today. I do want to walk, but as you can see in front of me, old mate's walking directly on the road there. So, bit of road, not really that into it. I've never stated that I'm a purist, but I want to walk. But I've got to look after myself as well. So, part of the fun. But we've got some nice views to start off with this morning before whatever the hell blows in. That's right, we've got the luscious green backdrop of the Northland district ahead of us still. We are out of the far north district and heading towards Whangarei district now.
How are you feeling?
What do you mean?
Your joints.
Oh, knees good.
Good.
Joints are good. Voltaren's doing the trick.
Excellent.
One of my mates that I met on day 5 checking up on me there, making sure that I'm holding together, even though with the use of Voltaren and stuff like that, which I don't recommend to make it through your through hike. So scrub chicken spray.
Chicken spray?
Even that I can feel on the knee. Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastico!
Why is this so high? Kiwi's fucking giant.
Yeah. Every step is like 500 mil. Skvattenhausen. Oh, there's a lady in Christchurch that used to do these rocks, right? So she'd paint them like this, and then on the other side it would say like a nice prayer or a wish, and she'd put them on tracks everywhere. It's such a lovely idea. It's our makeshift 300, which we hit in Helena Bay before doing the Helena Ridge track. We're about, I don't know, maybe a kilometre into the track. So far so good, it's pretty nice. Haven't been smashed with the weather yet, which is good. Oh. Looks as if I'm getting a bit faster there, doesn't it? Woo! Steps! How many steps? Ah, never-ending steps. This is why I'm doing a TA. This is it right here. Remember the descent into 90 Mile Beach? This is the ascent into the next fucking good bit, where nothing is sore and everything is beautiful. Oh wow, that's going to be some view from the top. Well, if this is the halfway, I'll be it. Oh. Bet you some possums live up here. Yeah. Oh, wet. Oh, lovely. Little steps. Steeper than Baldwin Street. It's so green. It's so beautiful. This is a good day. Today's a good day. I don't care what anyone says. Today's a good day. I love this. Still can't believe I'm doing it. Day 17. It feels unreal. Made the summit, which is pretty damn good considering there's thunder. Now if it's about to piss down, is there any point putting on a rain jacket? I'm already drenched from forest and sweat. Look at me solving this ultimate equation here. Really weighing up whether or not I put on my rain jacket. This is the extent of what you have to worry about when you're hiking a country.
If I get hit by lightning, I give my permission for you to revive me.
Well, they said it would rain on the TA. So I'm suited up through whatever that forest was. There's a freedom camp here, 307 kilometres. We're going to skip that. Just keep going. It's a pretty miserable place to stop. And the trail's more fun than this. And it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to fucking go. Ah, cool! Sorry little buddy, I just want to observe you. Okay, alright, too close. You're right, mate. Look at the size of that. I think this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. And that right there is the longest footbridge in the southern hemisphere, and we're going to walk it tomorrow. The longest bridge in the southern hemisphere. Can't remember exactly, but it's over 1 kilometre long. We're going to do it tomorrow. This is what makes all the hiking worth it. Through the rain and the wind and the thunderstorms and all of that stuff, you come to a view like this with the Pahutakawa trees overlooking the beaches and the water. It's, yeah, makes it awesome. This is actually where we decided to take a quick detour and go through Matapuri instead of going around the other way to get to Nguru. I had a lot of pain at this stage, so it was good for me. After a quick break for lunch, here we are waiting for a little tinny to come pick us up across the crossing here to get into Nikau Bay. Nah, you're right.
Oh yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about.
It's day 19 on Te Araroa. Last night stayed at a place called Nikau Bay. A really nice camp. Beautiful camp. It was the big 31. Someone got me a peanut slab and lit a match. Pretty cool. Been walking over 20 k's the last 2 days. Might have said, well, I hitched a little. Basically for survival of my knee. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I've done 8.5 k's, so making good progress. Today's supposed to be a 26-kilometre day. Don't know if I'll hitch again. The purist in me screams every time I do, but I know I'm making up k's everywhere else. Even on my zeros, I had 2 0 days, both of which I did over 7,000 steps. So I haven't really stopped properly. So my knees are really, yeah, they feel it sometimes coming downhill, but it seems to be improving, touch wood. So what I'm hoping is that either I'm not realizing the pain or the pain's actually getting better. But yeah, day 19 still in pain. I'll tell you what, that'll teach you stuff. Something I've realized about pain is that whatever still comes to your mind when you're in a lot of pain are often the things that you still have to deal with in your waking life, because you'll be hurting. I was really hurting in Pakiri Forest. I really was. I don't know if I told you, but I really was. And from day 2 I was in pain, and that was day 9 or 10 or whatever. So 8 days of pushing through. I went the wrong way. I was thinking about stuff. It broke me down. And the things that were at the forefront of my mind were grief. Grief was the main thing. Something that I don't know, I didn't push it aside, but I didn't know how to deal with it. So I just started paying honour to those that I love, those that have transitioned over. My mum, because I miss her a lot. She was a really, really, really great woman, and I really, really, really wanted her to be a grandmother and have the next 20 years or so together. You know, like my recovery from alcohol and drug use and all that trouble I used to have, I feel like we only had a couple of short years since I sorted that out. I know we had the whole life up until then, but it really hits hard, especially when you're sore in the forest by yourself for a few days. It'll teach you stuff, and it's pretty much why I'm doing Te Araroa. Want to learn all the great, brilliant, dark, not so great parts of myself to become a better person. It's the most selfish thing I've ever done. Never taken this time, and I'm happy I have. I'm so happy I have. I'm really proud, and I know my mum would be too. Let me navigate this slightly difficult terrain. I need my poles. So talk later. Bye. Got my tent pitched at where am I? Mystery Island camp. day 19. A couple of others are arriving. Just met a man from Holland. I asked him, what did you do to develop your knees? Because I can't believe it, but my knees are still giving me a-holes. So he said the first time it took him 4 months to get rid of the pain, but he said the second time he overcompensated, hurt his left leg as well, which is what I did, and it was gone in 2 weeks. So there's a pretty big variance there. I'm obviously hoping for the latter, but as soon as I'm off it, I seem to be able to walk fine. So it's definitely overload. It's not something that I'm injuring, I hope. He said it was like 2 bones meet like this. I don't know, like between my cheekbone is the bottom and the top bone is the finger, and there's like a in between, a cushion. And he said this cushion goes away when you compress it over the day, and it leaves little splinters, and that's what you can feel is the pain. But then overnight you sleep and it refills. So it is something that you rest to make better. Unfortunately, while doing TA, it's a little bit hard to get the right amount of rest. Especially when you're in Mystery Island, halfway away from everything. Anyway, here's my tent. I'm not doing a storm pitch tonight. I've got it raised because I'm sick of the wetness. So I thought I'd lift it up and do a ordinary pitch. I've just got the stabilizers through the bottom holes there, just to try and stop the thing blowing around as much, because it blows around quite a bit in the wind, of course. It's a tent. But yeah, should be good in there. We are a bit high, but I'll just go around and adjust it. I can move this down later if I want to, which I might do actually after it's fully dry. But I really love this tent. It's bloody awesome. Oh well, I better put my leg up. Peace. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Today it's day 20 on Te Araroa. I'm at the Treasure Island Holiday Park, and my knees are overloaded from the last few days of walking, specifically coming down a forest section with a steep decline. That's been happening most of my trail journey, this knee thing. It gets better with rest and the right anti-inflammatories and stuff like that, and the right shoes. So what I'm going to do is skip the Whangarei Heads section, and today I'm trying to veto myself out to Whangarei. It's about 30 kilometers away, 30-minute drive. If I can find someone to pick me up or hitch a ride to Whangarei, I'm going to go to get some better shoes with more support. Love my A6, they've been good, but the toe box is quite narrow, and this is squishing my toes together and giving me blisters. And in the base, the heel with my orthotic in is quite, it grabs my heel and gives me blisters on the sides of the heel. So that's a lot of discomfort, and that changes my gait, the way I step, and that's only adding to my issues with my knees. So what I'm going to do is get some recommended trail shoes, either some Hawker Challengers or some Ultra Lone Peaks. They have a wider toe box to give myself some more room. They've got heel support, and I'm also going to get some proper orthotics with really decent arch support to lift up my knees, changing my feet, changing the dynamics of how I step. That'll help quite a bit. And then I'm going to rest as well, hopefully, as much as I can. Depends how much I've got to walk to get a hitch and things like that, but whatever. I'm only missing like 20 k's of trail, so it's not the end of the world. But it does suck because it's day 20 and I'm still experiencing something that I thought would be gone by now. So upon reflection, that was a really good idea, and this is just me packing up my Durston and showing you how easy it is. This is all in a couple of minutes here.
Very quick to pack up, very quick to put away. But yeah, coming off trail to solve these issues was one of the best ideas that I made, because it set the precedent later on.
Yep, that's right. I have liberated a motor vehicle. Oh, and these little doggies. Look out, buddy. Come on, get out. Hey, you. So we just did some shopping and got our bits and pieces sorted, which is lovely. Welcome to day 21 on the Te Araroa Trail. We're taking a zero at a Trail Angels place, or someone that walked the trail last year. It's good to take a day off. The knee was overloaded. Everything has worked out in the end, so I was stressing over finding a ride. Vanessa went out and did a reconnaissance mission and came back and picked me up from that campground that I was worried about leaving. So really cool, and at the moment we're just taking a quick drive around the Whananaki heads so that we can see what we missed out on by taking a zero. So it'll be another day of rest. Got some new shoes, and from there we'll see where we get back on trail. Probably go to Ruakaka to join up. Does mean missing a few kilometers, but I'm sure we'll make them up in the end anyway, so it's all good.
This part just highlights how amazing some of the trail community is and the people surrounding these kind of trails. Look at this, they've lent us their vehicle and given us a place to stay. So thank you so much, Cheryl and Malcolm. I'm still so grateful.
Welcome to Waipu Cove. I'm on day 22 of Te Araroa. I got a ride here from Whangarei Heads pretty much. Borrowed that Trail Angels car, it was wonderful. So I walked all the way to Treasure Island and then basically got vetoed out of there for some rest. Sometimes you can't be a purist, sometimes you need rest. But from here I'm walking on. But we'll stay here and go to the beach and enjoy ourselves as much as we can for the next day. No, I won't be going out far, that's for sure.
It's burning my feet.
There's Pahutakawa trees, all the good stuff.
If you remove one item of trash, then that's essentially like you're trying your best. I mean, it's not really like you're just got two a day, but it's not. That's not the point. It's like if everyone did one, then we would actually be a lot better off.
Welcome to day 23 on Te Araroa. I'm just leaving the camp Waipu Cove, and where I had a pretty nice relaxing day yesterday. There's a really nice cafe here, my favorite. Went to the beach last night for a couple hours, put sunscreen on, but don't know how effective it was because I got burnt. See my neck? You know, it's a new kind of pain putting my pack on top of sunburn. Ooh, it's good. Morning. It feels like a resort, man. Like, we live in New Zealand. Why don't we live up here?
This is actually another little detour we decided to take over the Waipu Coastal Walkway. The walk has been developed by members of the Waipu Lions Club following the vision of the late Alan Mackenzie, a local resident who decided that we needed a walkway here overlooking Waipu Cove to Lang's Beach. You cross through the pancake rocks along the way and you've got wonderful scenic coastal views. It means a quicker journey to Mangawhai Heads instead of going up the Cullen Brindlewind Walkway, which has got 700 metres or so of gain.
I thought they were.
Are they hydrangeas?
I think they're hydrangeas, yeah.
I don't know shit. Wow.
Man, this place is unbelievable. I hear a tui up there somewhere.
All the tides coming in, the water in that river, or a little estuary is going in.
Yeah. The earliest I've ever been ready to hike. I couldn't sleep anyway. My mat, my sleeping mat, has started deflating, which is quite the disaster because I'm still a couple of weeks at least away from Auckland. Hopefully I can troubleshoot it. Got a beach walk today, hence the early start. My knee hurts.
It might seem like I'm complaining quite a bit about this knee, and maybe I should have done more about it, to be honest, but I do end up figuring it out soon, so bear with me. But even though that was happening, look at these amazing views. It makes it all worth it in the end.
What is it, man? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a bad moment.
Woo! Oh dude, that's got some power. Shit. Yeah. Nikki's going.
This guy, Nicky, he timed it right.
Yeah, he's got it. I'm gonna wait for this wave here. Hey!
You ever feel like it's better to go sideways than to go upstream like this?
Yeah.
Me and my friend, we tried to crab walk across here, but the waves were still coming in and this water had so much pressure. I still remember it to this day. I just pause and I dig my poles in and I hope that I don't fall over like my friend does.
Oh fuck! Come on, we got this.
I do apologise for the filming. I am trying to stop my electronics from getting wet because we were too lazy to just wrap them up.
Shit, man. Yeah, bro. Nice. Woo! Holy moly. That was stressful.
It's now been overnight and we made a decision yesterday. We were going to go a different way because at this stage my friend was tired and my knees were really gone after walking that beach.
Welcome to Warkworth. Woke up in Pakiri Beach this morning and got a ride here. was a 28-kilometre walk or an 18-kilometre walk straight over the hill. My knees wouldn't have handled that, so I've teleported to Warkworth.
It was finally time for me to go and get some answers as to what's happening with these knees. Too much time wasted trying to fix them. Japanese shaved ice in Orewa. Yummy. I'd be terrible at food reviews. So I'll be here for at least 2 nights. Go and see a physio tomorrow. Check out my knees, make sure that I just want to make sure I'm not damaging myself by pushing through pain. That's the main thing. If I can push through pain and know that I'm not hurting myself, fine, whatever. Or maybe even find a way to ease the pain a bit. But if I find out I could do some damage by doing so, then that would be good to know first, you know, if I need to take some time off or whatever. But we're nearly in Auckland. You know, I've hitched a bit, missed a bit, but it is what it is, you know. To successfully complete the hike, maybe I do need to skip a little section and rest. Everyone will be here in maybe 3 or 4 days, or 2 to 3 days. So that's the beauty of skipping ahead. At least I've skipped ahead, get my thing checked out, rest up, then everyone else starts arriving, and I might be able to set off with them, all things going well. And I mean, a beachside retreat isn't the worst thing for a few days. Pretty lucky. So, it's day 27 on TA, and I've made it to Auckland City. 450 kilometres walked, about 13 kilometres kayaked, and 140 to 150 kilometres hitched and bussed. Decided to skip the last section because I went to physio and we found out what's going on with the knees. So the physio said that it's a patella tracking issue, which means the kneecap is basically pushing into the side of the knee on the external side. So what I've got to do is tape it, pushing it away from, and that should ease some of the pain. Oh yeah.
Ko te ti tūtahi te teihana e heke mai ana. Whakawhiti mai ki kona e pikingia ngā traina i Te Araroa Onehunga me ngā pahi ki te huarahi o Remuera me te huarahi o Manukau.
Stopping in town means making weight savings. So I have got a new cooking system which weighs less than 200 grams compared to my old one which weighs nearly 500 grams. It takes up less space. I'm getting rid of some socks, some tissues, this cord, a few things. It all adds up. So yeah, this is the fun today. And I found a hydration station, which is vitamin C, creatine, and it's also got magnesium in it, so good for the muscles. Alright, it's day 29 today. I'm still in Auckland City doing some shopping and stuff. I'm thinking about flying the New Zealand flag from my pack for a while. Just some last minute bits and pieces before I spend another night actually in North Auckland, and then heading back down to South Auckland to walk through to Pukekohe. I'm going to Pukekohe so that I can get a new sleeping mat because my sleeping mat leaks. So I'm going to the RAB supplier and getting a new one. It's about a 15 to 30 kilometre, I haven't looked that much, detour. So welcome to the Auckland Botanical Gardens. I have made it. I have traversed 90 Mile Beach, the Northland forests, the rest of Northland, all the way through Kirikiri, down past the bluffs and the waves and the beaches of what region? The beach of the Whangarei region. I've been up, I've been down, I've had sore knees, I've stopped in some of the most beautiful places in the country. Waipu Cove, Paihia, Whananaki. I've walked the longest footbridge in the southern hemisphere. Oh, just some of the stuff that I've done is just incredible. But anyway, let's go for a walk through the gardens. Can I filter that with my platypus? I'm not ready for civilization yet. Pretty. This is very pretty. Yeah, there's one person I know that would really like this. Oh, people can see me. Oh. Right, welcome to Pokeno. I did teleport a wee bit. Someone offered me a ride after I got to the coffee shop in Papakura. So I skipped a wee bit and I've decided to walk to a trail angel back on trail. So I've just been walking around Pokeno looking for a knee brace. None of the physios in town stock a knee brace, which is a bit of a pain. Welcome to the Mount William track near Bombay. We're still in the Auckland region and this track goes up nearly 400 meters. We got this. Good test on the knees. They're getting better. I can already tell. Oh. You don't want to touch that top string, mate. I'll fucking send you loopy. Oh, I see, it goes around. See, I'm used to TA just going straight up. But in this case, look, it might as well be flat land, mate. It's bloody beautiful. I'm chasing sunlight. That sunlight's where to go. It'll tell you if it's there or just for show. Dun dun dun. Maybe as high as I get today. There's the track goes around there. Three, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. So I finished Mount William. That was a cool walk, man. 300 and something, nearly 400 meters of elevation, up and down. It had some steep downs, it had some stairs and stuff like that. And you know what? My knees feel strong on the road afterwards. I don't know if that'll be the case in 4 kilometers when I get to Pokeno, but look, I've really got my fingers crossed that this is on the mend. I really do. Oh man, it'll bring me to tears, mate, honestly, because it's day, I think, 31, and it's been giving me shit ever since the start. So it's a while, but it's the way. This is what happens when you get fit on trail, mate. So we've got a gentle road walk, a little bit of State Highway 2 there, which I'm not a fan of walking, but I'm only going up it by 600-700 meters till I turn off anyway. So get to the cafe and we'll, how you going? There's the turn off to Avon Road. I was just walking on that motorway up the side there from where the track comes out. Not ideal walking on that stuff, but it's got a big shoulder, and Avon Road's going to take me into Pokeno instead of doing the giant ugly road walk the other way. Sometimes you just got to make your own trail, walk your own walk, as they say.
Where we were going?
Yeah, but for me. Woo!
Oh yeah.
Mary! Having a merry time in Mary. Saw the drift track. Someone was in a BRZ doing, what do you call them? Duggets. How good. Now that's the river. I don't know what fucking name it is, but it's the river. And I've got to walk next to it for about 10 kilometers to the next place. Alright, aside from the obscenities, it is the Waikato River. And we see that quite a few times, I'm pretty sure, on the trail. Trout. It's alright, guys.
Come on. Push. Are you guys going that way? Come on.
You're right.
Push. Thank you. Let's go.
You're right, guys.
You freak everyone out.
Here we are.
Thank you.
Good cows. Day 32. We're on the way through to Huntly. We just stayed at around 7:28 with a trail angel. And it was a kaupapa Māori environment, and it was just really lovely. Lovely family, took care of us, some dinner, put the tent in the back lawn. It was awesome. Really warming way to start the day. So off to Huntly, not too far. Let's go. I can see a future where that is the scenery of a lot of farmland, powering data banks to run our AI systems so that no one has to get off their ass anymore to make themselves a piece of toast. Welcome to day 33 on Te Araroa. I'm in Huntly, crossing the bridge. Yeah. And this morning I wanted to quit. I wanted to get on a bus and go to Hamilton, but everyone reminded me I'm just going to go to Hamilton and be miserable. So might as well get some cold and flu tablets, have a vitamin shot, and get walking. So today we're walking from Huntly over those hills in the clouds you can see over there, I would say. It's a 11.8 or 12 kilometer track over the hills. It's got about 970 meters of gain and a little bit more loss, so a little bit up and down. It's got about 1,500 steps. Let's go.
Where was that? In Riverside?
Yeah.
We went to the pub. And then we
270 meters up.
crossed the ferry.
By now in my Te Araroa journey, I have discovered the ability that I can just kind of keep climbing. All it took was a month of walking. And now I can just sort of, just put the pedal to the metal, go slow. If I need to take a break, I take a break, but I can just keep on going. That sort of like having to stop to catch a breath thing kind of disappeared.
From here is 1.3 kilometres downhill. Not monocultured.
Ah.
There I go doing my side to side step procedure. It seemed to work pretty well to save the knees, to be honest. In this section, I actually walked over 20 kilometres from Huntly to Ngaruawahia. Through this track is called the Hakarimata Summit Track. 950 metres of elevation, 950 metres of deceleration with over, I don't know, thousands of stairs. And at the beginning of this video, I talked about how my friends really helped push me positively to get going. I was sick, I was under the weather, but as we're about to find out, this does get worse, unfortunately.
Nice.
What's up? Welcome to Hamilton. This is a pretty solid check-in here. As you probably know, I've been having quite a bit of trouble with my knees and things like that. So now I got my fingers and toes crossed. Things are on a bit of the mend. Okay, I've got an update for you. It's day 36. I'm still at the accommodation. Me and Nikki went to see Avatar yesterday, which was cool. But I made a big mistake. I ate a box of popcorn with a Pepsi Max and half a bag of sour Skittles. I was already unwell before that, and that just tipped me right over the edge. So today has not been a very fun day. I was up at 3:30 in the morning, going to the bathroom. It's 11:30 now. I feel like arse still. And I got Countdown or Woolworths to deliver my resupply because we hit the road again tomorrow.
Well, I was not in a good place this morning. I'll give you that. After the issues I had with my legs and knees and feet, and then getting sick, and then this, I was just like, oh, what is happening?
Well, I've got an update. We made it to Whatawhata and about to do the next section, but last night feeling unwell again. So we're going back to Hamilton for a couple days. Welcome to day 41 on TA. And I've got some repairs to some gear. My first gear repair. So this is the bite valve off my Osprey 2 litre water bladder. I bit through it and it started leaking everywhere. So I just got a Hydropack one and replaced it. It went straight in. It's all goods. So got a new Hydropack valve fitted on there. And the other one was my poles. Like I'd push down and then there was which is a bit scary. So I went and got some black diamond ones from Bivouac here in Hamilton. So new poles, new bite valve, packs all packed. We're actually just waiting for a ride to Te Kuiti. So yep, I am skipping the Parongia Traverse, something that I'm going to have to come back and do later. So I've got a couple of those now, which is unfortunate, but fortunately I do plan on doing some future travel, so I will get the completion that my soul desires. But anyway, let's get moving. Alright, so let's call that an outro for today's video. I just want to thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. As you can see, I had a bit of a rough time around these past few days in this video. I had spent just over a week being sick, you know, flu, cold, all kinds of stuff was hitting me all at the same time. Issues with my stomach, and then I believe I got gastro because someone else actually got an upset stomach as well. So I had to go back to Hamilton and rest. Anyway, yeah, thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one.